Hello guys, today I would like to say step to build a Cisco SD-WAN component behind the checkpoint firewall and NAT enable. Topology I had the one manager, controller and validator. They had the graphic IP address and gateway on the checkpoint firewall. Uh, Manager, controller and validator had a different IP, different subnets, and the management I connect to the my network had the ID server. I built the ID to the root C8 and then I use the server to sign the CSR from CSR come from the manager, controller, and validator. And so for the edge router outside, um, basically the logic to set up the component and onboarding the edge router successful, we need to uh, let the validator know the public IP of manager and controller, and after that the validator sends the information to the edge router, and edge router use the information to contact to manager or controller. And to do that we need to change the private IP to public IP when the manager or controller communicate to validator. We need to use the NAT, and from outside to our component, we also need the DNAT or the buffer link from outside to the each component. To save time, I set up the basic configuration on components and the CS router firewall already, same like the IP address, static route, system IP, SI ID. Okay, let me show the checkpoint firewall. This is IP address of each interface. I had three interface of manager, controller, and validator. This one is facing to internet. And to set up the policy, configure the policy, I need to use the smart console on checkpoint, because on the GUI only set up the network information. Okay, this is the smart console. I connect to the firewall in my lab, and now I only set up the one or two policy to allow connection from my network to the firewall. Okay, the first policy I need to do is allow connection from manager to the validator and change using the NAT to change the private IP to the public IP. Okay, let me create a one NAT. Okay, as NAT from manager to validator. Okay, I will use the original source E. Original source E. Manager private IP. Okay, I configure already. Yeah. Okay, and original destination validator private IPs as well, and original service any translate source. I need translate the manager private IP to manager public IP. This public IP and install on the firewall. And one more NAT apply to the controller and validator. Same but change the different change the IP address. To validator had the original source controller private IP, original destination, same validator private IP, translate source to controller public IP address we want, and install on the checkpoint firewall. Okay, so now I need to go to the policy to allow the traffic from manager controller to validator. And when the firewall receives the traffic, it will check the NAT and apply the NAT to this the traffic. Okay. Okay, I need to create the policy manager controller to validator. And so I will choose the zone, manager zone. And controller zone, destination, validator zone, and service any, and accept and install on the firewall. Enable the lock. And about the service and application, Cisco has exactly the range block for communication between manager controller to validator. So in the real version, if your company had the policy, security policy, you can refer Cisco document and apply correct service block and application block. Okay, but in my lab I use any. Okay, now I insert one more policy to allow communication between validator to controller and to manager. Okay, allow validator to controller manager. Okay, validator zone and manager zone, and finally controller zone. Okay, save any and firewall. Case and the one more policy to allow connection between the manager and controller. Okay, so between the manager and controller, I don't need the NAT. The NAT don't need the sub NAT, just only allow the communication. Allows manager to controller and have a zone, manager zone, and controller zone. Save switch any. Okay, okay, so allow manager controller to validator, validator to controller, and manager to controller. Okay, now before I install the policy, I will go to the manager controller and validator CLI to ping check to compare the results before and after install the policy. System manager pin 10 10 10 10. This is the validator. I cannot ping, right? Okay, so pin 10 10 10 10. Also cannot. Also pin to 2. Okay, cannot. Okay, pin 10 10 10 6. Cannot, and 2 manager. Okay, so before install the policy, component cannot ping each other, so now I install policy. Okay, case install. Okay, the policy install circuit setting on the checkpoint firewall. Okay, let's come back to CLI check. Okay, cannot ping 10.10.22. Let me ping it. Okay, cannot. Let me show and event 2 9 10 sorry 30 not 24 T event 2 30. Okay, how about this one? Okay, same. Okay, can be about manager. Okay, about pin from the controller to manager. How about okay, controller not yet. Let me come back to policy, controller to manager. Sorry, is it the control? And okay, because I don't have, so I will add one more here because I don't need the NAT between the zone controller, so I don't separate the policy. Okay. Okay, and then install and install, and then okay, after the policy install done, the manager can be controller can be manager, and also the manager can be okay to validator and controller. Okay, so now I will go to validator and show the object duration to check whether the validator is know the public IP of manager and controller or not. Okay, so object trader connection. Okay, not yet. Okay, not yet. Sorry, because I did not add the controller and validator to manager, so validator will be so I don't see any the results. So I need go to the manager GUI and set up the basic configuration to onboarding a controller and validator. Okay. Okay. So I go to the configuration, the control now only manager, right? So I need the control component set up to check what happened. Okay. 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 So need go to the certificates and okay, now it's done. Manager. Okay. So I need check the CSR. Nothing. So I need generate CSR with hotname manager. Yes. And now I need copy this CSR and go to the my root CA server and request a certificate, signing the certificate for the my manager, submit an event as a certificate request, and pass CSR and certificate template to web server and submit Then I join the base 64 encoded and download certificate. Go, and I need change to manager. Okay, and open it. Okay, and I think I missed one step. I need the download the root CA in inbox to the manager. So download a CA certificate, this one, and join the base and download a certificate. Okay, this one I need change to the root CA, and then first I need copy this certificate and go back to the administration setting and go to the certificates, certificate setting, and choose enterprise and proceed this one, but the root certificate here and save. Okay, enterprise setting had updated successfully. Okay, so back to the root server and edit the manage certificates and copy the certificate, and then configuration 1H and control command install certificates and install. Okay, it's install certificate on manager success, so I need to add the author components, controller and validator, and add the contract component. Okay, setting not complete yet. Okay, I need do the additional step. Okay, I need edit manager and admin, input the username and password for manager. Okay, done. So now I can add control. Still not yet. Okay, so I need set up the command control component setting, and I need set up something here. Okay, and so okay, so now I come back to device and add control component. Okay, let's add the validator first. Okay, use VPN 0 IP address 1010. Okay, username. Okay, I will generate the CSR later. Okay, and next. Okay, and deploy. Okay, so set right, and back to device and add the controller. Okay, when setting. Okay, a default. Okay, next and deploy. Okay, so set right to the device, and I done the add the device, but I need the install certificate for the each component. Go to certificate, go to control components, and now I have the validator and controller but invalid, so I need to generate the CSR part name. Yes, okay, and copy this CSR, go to the root CA and sign in the CSR to get the certificates. Submit and download certificate. This one. Okay. And copy the certificate back to the manager and install certificates. Okay, certificates install. So set to validator. One more controller. Generate the CSR and hotname. Yes. Okay. Same. Copy this and sign in. And the lock. Okay. And install certificate. Okay, and so install success back to the certificates. Okay, everything okay, right? So go back to device and control component and status is valid now. Okay, so now the three components onboarding done. So controller and validator try to manager success. So I need to go to the validator and show the orchestrator connection to check whether the validator receive the public IP address of manager and controller or not. Okay, sorry. Now, okay, you see with manager I had to A core, right? So I had to receive peer public IP, also had the private IP, correct, right? 111.1.1 and with smart I had the two core, so I had the two connection here, 111.1.1.2. Okay, everything fine. So the web add traffic between the SD-WAN control components. Okay, so now I need set up the connection from the S router to the each component using the box forwarding or DNAT on checkpoint. Come back to Smart Console and under the NAT, I need create the policy. The first, I need allow connection from the VBON or validator to the edge router. Okay. To internet. Okay, the original source is the validator private IP. Okay, and destination any and source original service any translate source. I would like translate to the validator public IP. Translate destination keep translate service and turn on the firewall. One more for manager. Okay, this one manager private IP any translate source to public IP. Public IP is this one. Okay, and is done on firewall. The last one from controller, right? Below from to Okay, controller private IP any generalize suộc controller public IP and install on. Okay, so the NAT done. Now I need the policy to allow the traffic from inside to outside and apply the NAT. Okay, I need choose the zone, manager zone, controller zone, and validator zone. Destination, I need the internal zone and on the connection to any accept. Okay, let me enable lock here. Okay, so before I install the policy, I also go to the manager and ping to internet to 1.1.5, 1.1.5. So I'll be right here. Okay, cannot, right? So now I install. Okay, install success. So back to the COI check. Okay, now the from manager I can ping to the internet. Exactly the public IP outside. Okay, how about controller file? Okay, I can ping. Okay, okay, can ping. Okay, one more. Okay, let. Okay, you can see the log here from 10.10.10. This is private IP. Validator private IP to destination IP. We go request. Okay. Okay. So now time to set up the edge router. I need to onboarding the router, join it to the manager. So now let me debug flat to install the root CA. I save the root CA and the folder, and now let's install the root CA. This full chain. Okay. Request platform software SD-WAN install root certificate install put flash SD-WAN and root. Okay, okay, so IP interface brief. Okay, let the tunnel to send the traffic to vborn. And now come back to the smart console. I need to do the some policy, some NAT policy to allow traffic from edge router and forward to the manager and forward to the controller or validator. Okay, this one NAT policy and create the pillow forwarding to validator first. Okay, if original so any original destination validator public IP red. Okay, so original so keep generate this circuit and generate this destination, generate to the validator private IP. Okay, and this one to manager public IP original private IP and install on my firewall. Okay, last one, controller to controller, and we had original destination controller public and translate destination to controller private IP. And one more. Okay, so come back to policy. I also need create policy to allow traffic. Okay, forward to validator. Okay, if so, internal zone. Okay, and destination IP and the service buffering from outside to inside has a lot of risk, right? So I would like to limit the box for this policy. So I need create a UDP and the box for box request from the edge router to validator. We use the default UDP 12346 and match by 12346. Okay, or is it okay? So maybe I did before, so I need to join 12346. Okay, this one. Okay, and action accept. Okay, install on firewall and two more for manager. To manager and also external zone. To manager public. Okay, and the last one for the smart controller forwarder to controller and zone internal zone internal zone internal zone and controller public IP one set and none to the any install this one and okay. Later manager controller and install and install. Okay, install success. So now I need inbox the device list, one at list here. Okay, so plot file with serial numbers and next. Okay, so show the on device and skip configuration and then onboard. Okay, so set right, so go back to home. Okay, so now go to the device, 1S device, and had a lot of device here. And back to the certificate, 1S certificate, and send on the 1S list to controllers. Confirm. Okay, success. So now let me try the one random, the one VS router. Okay, let's come back to certificate. I had the chassis and token. Okay, let's try this one. The first line, the first device, and copy the chassis number and request platform software D1 VS cloud active chassis number and batch number and token. Copy this token serial number. Okay, and if my configuration on the checkbox firewall correct, the edge device can join to the manager. Okay, correct, right? You see the message, the V manage device automatically from this system IP of my manager. Okay, so now let's refresh this one. Okay, incompatible software detect. Okay, you see the device now is onboarding, but the status is wrong, right? Certificate installation failed. So I need install certificate for this device using the root CA. Okay, so come back, check what happened. So SD-WAN control connection. Okay, now I only had the manage and VBond because device I have not certificate yet, so we don't have the controller here. So come back to this one and view the device CSR and copy this one. Okay, and go back to my root CA. Okay, and back to request a certificate. I need one certificate. Okay, so don't forget join the web server template and submit, and then join the base 64 and code it and download the certificate. Okay, let's have certain router 1 and copy it on, and then install. Oh, install. Okay. Let's come back to the CO and install one more time. Okay, we don't have the controller now, right? Okay, just a second. Still okay. Okay, now certificates installed on the edge device successfully, and you can see the message updated controller with the installed certificate serial number of 1S. Okay, so let's come back to the 1S and so one more time, and now we had not yet, right? Okay, here we had the smart and manage. Okay, VBond. Okay, okay, this might be up, right? So now let me try to set up the one template and put the template to the device from my manager. Okay, go to the configuration classes templates and feature template. I need to add template. It shows say 1000V, this one, and let me add the Cisco system. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Say 1000V system template. Okay, system. Okay. Feature template. Okay, site ID. Okay, I will input later. Overlay ID 1. Maximum compensation. Let me try the console race. 9600. Okay. Okay, and save. Now come back to device template and create device template from COI as from feature template. And choice 8000V and divide on 1S, SU1S, and template side 10. Template one router on side 10. Okay. Was it? Okay, is it system configuration? This one. Okay. VPN 10. Okay, I think I need to create one more VPN 10 here. Okay, so create templates. Okay, so say 1000V, site 10, 0. Okay, need the DNS, VPN DNS, route. Yes, I have route 0000. NAC hop, add NAC hop, Okay, 112.1.1.5. Add. Okay, add. Okay, and save. Okay, right here. Okay. Okay, shut down. No, the file 1, right? Okay, to ISP1, and let me fill the address 112.1.6.30. Okay. Okay, no more. Okay, I'm safe. Okay, transport this one. Okay, gray, and I attack the device. Okay, side 10 router. Sorry, this is router 1, not router 10. Okay, attack device and fill the value. Last name. Okay, side 10 router 01. 10.0.0.0 system IP 10 inside the 10. Okay, so that connect and the check configuration. Make sure everything fine. Okay, config different, service different. Okay, just it. Okay, has sorry, I mistake here. Right, I did not set up the anyone to know, so feel okay. Okay, so I need back. I need cancel. Okay, and future template. And this is one in the file I need. to know. Global on, and I need on, I need allow on, and allow netcon. It's important, and SH also. Okay, ICMP. Okay, that N back to device timeline and attack device. This one. Okay, attack. Okay. Fill the value 10.0.0.0.10 and 10. Okay, updates and check the configuration one more time. Okay, config different side by side, easy to track. Okay, correct now. Color. Okay, maybe I need to change color, but it doesn't matter now. Okay, OMP, GB. Okay, turn on. Also, I need disable IP visit. Okay, MB. Okay, configuration. Okay, you see the template is successfully attached to device. So let me come back to router. Okay, now the sign name and the hot name change. Okay, so one more time. So SD-WAN control. Okay, you see. Okay. So our configuration, the policy on the firewall completely done and success, right? Thank you for watching the video and see you in the next one. Upgrade your line, your subscribe my channel friend. Bye bye.